American English has a T and D problem. Take a look at this phrase, like sort of. Well, that doesn't really sound actually very natural in American English. You're not going to hear that very often, sort of. But you're also not going to hear sort of, because that's a little too strong. So instead, what we often see people who speak American English doing is using what's called either a fast D or a flap T sound, which instead of saying sort of or sort of, it sounds a little bit more like sort of, sort of. What exactly is happening? Let's take a closer look. Good morning, guys. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to your daily American English pronunciation show. Wake up, American. We are here generally between the hours of 7 to 8 a.m. New York to make sure that you can get in your 5 to 10 minutes of American English practice for today. And to guide you in that process, there is me. Hello, my name's Jeff. It rhymes with breath. That's one of the 4 keys, by the way, to a natural sound in American English, including placement, pitch, breath, trying to weaken your consonant sounds in order to strengthen your vowel sounds. We're going to be taking a look at some consonant sounds today. This T sound, D sound. I do also want to say, if you want to practice this more, there's an app called Elsa that also helps make these streams possible. And the reason I really like Elsa is because while it can struggle a little bit with some of the sentence level things, it does a really good job at the smaller phoneme level, like individual sounds like vowels and consonants. Like if you confuse words like sit and seat or like lock and luck and you want to practice those, definitely check out Elsa. It's available for free and also has some pronunciation tests you can take. You can get a download for it in the comments in the video description. So this fast D sound, what we're going to do, like when we're saying sort of, is we're just going to very, very, very slightly raise, especially the back of the tongue. The front of your tongue, you can have it high, you can have it down. It doesn't really matter. Either of those positions is possible. But the reality is that we really just need to link our vowel to our vowel. So in the phrase sort and of, your vowel sound is an or sound and then an sound. So like aura. Just try to make those two sounds for me. Or Then let's add a little bit more of the consonants in. Let's add a S sound, soar, and let's add a V sound, of. Sort of. It's like sort of. And then we can try to link that faster. It's like sort of. Sort of. And then try saying that 3 times, that final group. Sort of. Do you see that what's going to actually kind of happen almost naturally is the body's going to link it with that fast D sound. Sort of. We can find this sort of fast D or flap T sound in situations where there's a vowel plus a T in the vowel. It's like in a word like city. It's like itty, city. You can also see it when you have like a T sound, then an L sound. It's like in a word like little. You can also see this like in our situation now where you have an R sound plus a T and then another vowel, like in sort of. Okay, so we don't need any big dramatic mouth movement changes. You don't even really need to move your tongue that much at all. It's really just about linking vowel to vowel. There are a couple other words that we were asked to take a look at. So for instance, order. Notice that here we just have a D sound, O-R-D-E-R, but even D's can take on this fast D sound as well in similar situations, like order. It's like order, order, or like alerted. It's like alerted, alerted. If you have some questions about that L sound in alerted, we just talked about this recently too in the last episode of Wake Up American, so check that out as well if that L is tricky. We also have some little phrases we can check too. Again, I want to thank Marginal Creations for asking these questions. So we have the word sort of, some other little phrases like an expert in. It's like Those are our vowel sounds, right? In. Expert in. Expert in. Again, the tongue movement is very minimal. Focus instead on linking your vowel to your vowel. A final phrase that he gave an example of is the airport on. It's like airport on, airport on. It's like air or air or airport on, airport on, airport on, airport on, airport on. Try just, if you find that difficult, alternating between airport on and airport on. Airport on, airport on, airport on, airport on, airport on, airport on. And again, the goal is to try to do that fast because it's not really about the consonant sound. And the way to make that the fastest is to weaken your consonant sounds and instead strengthen your vowel sounds. All right, guys, I hope this practice helps you a little bit with your R sounds that use then a fast D or flap T sound. If there's other words or phrases that you would like to get some help with, be sure to let me know. And hey, thanks for hanging out with me. There's a lot of pronunciation resources out there, so the fact you spent a little bit of time here with me is greatly appreciated. I will see you all later. I hope you guys have a good day, have a good night, and a good afternoon. You guys take care.